Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is what I've been keeping my little A6 in, and I don't know if you guys have seen that I am going to be selling this one, and like I ordered another one, but I want to, this is something that I got in the Coffee Monsters Co. subscription box Q1 of 20, like the first time she did it. It went with this, like you got these together, and I want to make put it on a lobster clasp and put it so that way it is a charm for my zipper. But I'm not going to put it on this one because this is the one that I am going to be selling. But let me just show you kind of what I have done over the weekend. Some of the inserts I did make myself, and some of them I broke down and I started buying some. So let's see if we had anything different. If you guys haven't seen, I did this cute little, it's what is this called? Vinyl. So it's holographic vinyl, and it's in a heart, and it's just for St. Patrick's Day, and it can pop on and off. It's on laminate, and then I have this that I did with the washi tape. And then I made these. I made a whole bunch of three sets of calendars, Monday start and Sunday start. So they are in the description. I do have freebies, like free dashboards and things like that if you guys would like some. And then I am using these. I printed out a bunch of them, and I am using these from Peanuts Planner Co. The first one says index. Don't know why. I have no idea why I said index on it. And I made some of these. So the first thing this is just regular papers. The first thing that I did is I bought a social media planner, and I bought this from Planner Room. She had some A6 sizes, and I thought, well, let me try this one out and see how I like it. I haven't really used it, but I did put it in, and like I cut it down, printed it off, and I put it in. And I also bought it with another one called Hourglass Planners, and all these will be linked in the description box. But she's on Etsy as well, and it's just this one, and so it's just like a front and back. You get one of these. So I bought those yesterday. And then let's see, what did I change? I didn't really change anything. These are kind of like my list of phone calls, things I need to schedule, the phone calls I'm waiting on. I did get that phone call this morning, so we did make an appointment for that. And then let's see, I got some of this that I have to cross off, and then I have where you can go in and you have my monthly section. I made these. So I made this, and I messed up on that, but this is kind of like to track some of the stuff that we do around, not just around the house, but our vehicle stuff. I wanted to do like a vehicle maintenance kind of a thing, and kind of like the projects that we do. We're renting, so we just don't have to worry about the lawn or anything, but this is kind of like projects to do with our car. So I made this as well, and just like did that. Don't know if that will be useful, but I'm going to try it out. And then I have these that I've already shared, and this is my monthly. And so I can also put tasks like on my monthly. So let me go to a new month, because on the beginning of the month, it's a hard break. So we know that this is April. I've got all these tasks that I can put in as well, that if I want done that specific month. And then if I want more tasks done, this is the end of March. So I can just make a running to-do list for April, or I can say this is what I want to get done this month. So I can put those tasks there as well. And then I do have some cute stuff in here just to keep me coming back to it, because it's important to have some cute stuff in there. And then I do have a set of 4 of these different girls. You get her and you get 3 other ones. So I have that in my description, and this is the weekly stuff. And I think Okay, so I did make some different weeklies, and I did dated weeklies. So I don't know how I'm going to do this. Like, I don't know if I'm going to continue to do this, but I did make the week of March. So I know that we already went through the first, but I kind of wanted to print it out to see I correlated the pages, if that's the word that you use. So what I did was I just highlighted what week this represents. So this obviously is the last week of February, first week of March, but because we are already into the third week of March, so this was last week, and I kind of filled it in from what I had into my other one, and so this is this week. So I have the stuff that I want to do. Okay, I wanted to do that. So I got that done. And then, so this is Monday. And then in this space right here is where I'm going to put an appointment. And so I have like this big space that I can put in my timed appointments. So as you can see on this one on Friday, and I did put the 15th, I have an appointment right there for my daughter. And then I have tasks that are going to be the same every day, and I want to kind of get used to cleaning out my emails, because I think I have like thousands of emails and I just like stop looking at it. So it becomes something that I need to actually stay on top of, because I have an email for my subscriptions and then I have an email for my physicians. So it's like completely different emails, and I want to make sure that they're both set up appropriately. And then I have like a completely different email for my YouTube channel. So like I have those set up. And then I was able to do a full month. And from how March went, I don't know how this goes with every month. I used 3 sheets of paper, and I used a front and back, and it was different how you rearranged it, because you didn't do like, it was just really different. It was hard for me to figure out. And I don't know if April's is going to be the same, but what I did was, so when I got to the end of the month, basically you have a hard break. So I have a hard break right here and a hard break right here. So this should be 6 pieces of paper if it's 3 sheets. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6 sheets of paper. And I printed them on 3 sheets because you cut them in half and you get 2 pieces of paper per 8.5 by 11. So you run this through your printer and it prints it, and then you cut it. And so I just had to figure out what back went to what, and it's kind of confusing. So that's what I did. I wanted just to see how dated ones worked for me. I still love the Peanuts Planner Co. I still love this, and I might even just redo this for myself. I would get rid of this completely. I don't use this at all. So I would probably like put either the week calendar in here like I did this, or yeah, I think that I would just like put the month in the week, or the calendar. Like it would be March and then the calendar, and then I would do the dates, and I would probably do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I would probably like kind of rearrange the days of the week, and then I would keep this for sure. I would get rid of one of these because I just don't need all that space, and I would keep these for sure. So it would kind of be like a little bit of a tweak. I really do like this size. The size is an A6, and it is wider than the personal size, but it's shorter. So it's almost like a personal, but it's a little bit shorter. So I'm going to see how these work for me. I did keep in my one from last week, and I did write out one from this week, but I'm going to see which week I like better. Do I like this format better, or do I like the dated format that I made better? So that's just kind of going to be how I see which one I use, because I do like to change it up so that it's not the same. And then I use this sticky note from Peanuts Planner Co. They are freebies, so I use this for the help that I get around the house. So I do have home health care, and they come and help me in different ways. I have two different types of aides that come out. One is a nurse, and then one is an aide that comes out and does, she can do all of these, and she can also do, I don't want to get personal on this channel, but for people that have spinal cord injuries or other types of injuries, you have body parts that don't function right, and so you get help with, you can get help with some of that. So she can do medical, she has like medical training, so I guess that's how I have to word it. Medical training, an aide that has medical training, and then a nurse. So anyways, I do have my dailies, and this is kind of what I was using. At first, I was using the Peanuts Planner co-dailies, and they kind of were just a little bit too much for me because I don't need this at all. I was writing stuff down though. I mean, I like writing stuff down in here. And then I used an Elise Creates. I think I'm going to go back to Elise Creates. I'm going to link her as well. But as you can see, that is her YouTube, not YouTube channel, but that is her website or her name. You can just type it into Google. And then I just made like a to-do list. And so I'm going to actually use these out since I did date them until Thursday. And then I did buy another set. I'm going to have to look to see where I bought these from, because when I printed them on A6 paper and I put it at 100%, it cut off the name. And so I'm going to try these to see if I like them. It's like you get to circle what the weather is. So you put your weather in, you put your date in. You do have a space for schedule. I could either use that. It doesn't seem like a lot of space, so it doesn't seem like where this has the schedule on it, which is this whole side right here, you only get like, it's smaller. So, and I'm thinking that this is 4mm grid, so it's nice and legible for me. And then there is like your top priorities to get done. You have your little circles to cross them off. There is a to-do list of things like what can you randomly think of that you may need to get done today, or what did you do today. So if you want to feel better about all the stuff that you did, you start writing in the stuff that you did so you can cross it off, and that will actually, like, that has helped me so much manage some of the things that I wanted to do. It's like, what can I cross off? What can I cross off the list? Because crossing off, like, it gives me this, I don't want to say like it gives me a high. It gives me like this, like I feel like I've achieved something. So I feel better about myself, basically. So I do have a to-do list. And then you do have 3 lines. These are grids though, but you do have 3 areas where you could do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You could write out your meals. And then this one says the best thing today. So what is your highlight of the day? Like, the best thing today for me would be learning how to crochet a magic circle with my daughter and learning how to increase and decrease on the stitches. So we were doing that this morning, and I was having like, we did it, we used my phone and we slowed down them talking, and we put it like at 25 speed or 0.25 speed in the negative. So it was like really, really slow. And it was kind of funny listening to them talk. So that was how we learned how to do that. And then this, it gives you area for tomorrow. And okay, so this is where I'm kind of confused. You have your mood, and I'm not sure if you can see this, but you see all the little faces here. So you would either like color in the mood that you are, or you could write it in. You have your sleep, so I'm guessing like how many hours did you sleep? Your water, making sure you get the 2 liters of water. And so I don't know what this is. So it's a couple of things that you could use. You could write in your own. You can either say yes or no if you've got it done. Movement. What kind of movement? Like a gastric movement, like a bowel movement? Or have you moved today? Like, are you moving your body? Or did you get your exercise in? So I guess you can look at it like all different, because this is kind of like categorized by the food, the things that you ate, and then also your water intake. So I guess you can kind of look at it differently. And then of course this area is for grid, so you can put in a sticker or you can put in whatever you want to put in. So those were the things that I ended up buying, and I liked these because they have these cute little icons right there. that I really like. And so, and plus it saved me time from having to format all that stuff, and it just saved me time. But other than that, I still have some of the dailies that I made. I still have my Coffee Monsters Co. stuff in here. And I also have my tracker that I started filling out, but I have this in my other book. And then I have like notes sections on what I was writing for my notes. And so this is kind of like how I was able to format those, the weeks. So you have 5 weeks and you have 3 sheets, and then you have sheet 1, sheet 2, and sheet 3. And so I was like, how does this work? So I had to waste a few pieces of paper to kind of write them in so that I could see how they were, where they were pulling from and how they worked. So it was like week 1 and 5, week 2 and 2, week 3 and 1, week 4 and 4, and week 5 and 3. It was really different. And then you leave page 2 blank. So it was really different, and it was hard for me, and it was frustrating. And at the end of the day, I was like, I am so done. Like, making inserts takes a lot of time and effort for people to think about. And I'm almost at that level where I'm like, I just can't think about it anymore. So this is my little flip through of what I've updated. And if I put the pen in, it doesn't snap. So it's really close to snapping though. I could just take the pen out and snap it. Closed. But I did put this one up for sale, and it's starting to really mold around mine. So I think I'm going to probably take them out soon so I could put everything up, especially since my other one has shipped. I believe it's shipped. And then I do have, like, I am putting it in here just to protect it and zip it up. And then whatever I want goes in there as well. And then let's see, I do still have my undyed, and this is my Hobonichi stuff. This is really, I've turned this into memory keeping. I really have, because like I even put pictures, and I wrote kinds of stuff in here, and I really just wrote a lot of stuff in here. So this kind of turned into memory keeping for me, and that's completely okay, because I do like going back through and reading some of this stuff and seeing how things have changed, if they either get better or if they get worse, and how I'm feeling and things like that. So like this is, and plus I have like a lot of stickers that I was using, and it kind of, it's fun to look back on. I do like them. They don't take up very much space. So I do keep, I was keeping like the weeks for a very long time as memory books. Now I'm keeping the A6 as memory books. So it's really not a lot of space. Like I do have one memory book though that is an A5, and that was last year's Stology. I still have this. That's my memory book, and this holds 6 months. So I'm ready to now take this out of the cover and put the cover up on a shelf. But this is the apricot from Moterm, and it has shined up so nicely. And then of course I have my personal, and part of me is like, my goodness, I would love to just use this as my daily planner. But I really do like the A6 size. I don't know what it is. I think it's like, I feel like the A6 just has so much more space on the pages than the personal does. And of course, like, now a lot of people say one is square and one is rectangular, and that is completely true. Now this is a medium-sized Gillio, and this is an A6. This is square, but when I open it and I look at the pages, then they become rectangular in my mind. So then I can get past the fact that this was square, because look at, these are completely rectangular. I mean, this is like a postcard size. So this, like, it doesn't bother me, you know, that this is a little bit shorter. And what I was going through here and updating some of my contacts that I have, and I was looking at the pages, and let me see if I can open this. Okay, so I'm looking at these pages, and they are so skinny that I almost want to redo them just to widen them a bit, because, and I need to actually like remake these as well. I need to make these at least 4 inches out, And the height is good. Like the height is good, but the width is not good. I need to make them a little bit, you know, so that they come out a little bit more. But what I was looking at, and I mean, this is like so narrow that I would honestly, I know that Hobby Lobby has theirs that they used to have. I'm pretty sure they do, but they're 4 inches wide. And then you have FCC, which is 4.25 inches wide. I can't fit FCC size in this. Like it would just stick out like a sore thumb. It wouldn't fit in this, but I can fit 4 inches in this just fine. And so that's what I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna start cutting some of mine to 4 inches, because that's what all of these are. All of these Catspresso Co, they're 4 inches. All of these are. So it would, like, I'm gonna start making my inserts 4 inches wide instead of 3.75 for this. So that's kind of like what I'm, you know, what I was thinking of. And then I do have some A6 in here as well. So like, I'm just gonna keep it a little bit wider. It will help me anyways. I love this. This is so beautiful. But this is more like of my home stuff that's permanent, my meals, the phone call list, the stuff that I would be mortified if anybody came across because I've lost it. Whereas this, it doesn't really identify me. It doesn't identify who I am or anything like that, which is fine, but I probably will start carrying if lost, please contact and you'll get a reward. I don't think that I would lose this, but just in case, like I would, like this has passwords in it, has phone numbers in it, it has people's, losing this would be like losing my phone, whereas losing this wouldn't really equate to losing my phone. So this is more of like what I've done, my weeks. This is more of like stuff that I get through on the day. And then this is, what are your precious memories from the day? Highlight those, put them in, add your stickers, add your pictures, and then keep this. Put this on a shelf or put it in a box if you want to look at it later. And then redo it again next year. This is your memory book. So this is like your day-to-day journaling. Whereas, and that's exactly what I was doing with this. I was like, oh my goodness, how am I going to take this out with me? Because all I keep doing is journaling in it. And I don't want anyone to find that either, because then I would be mortified if somebody found that. So I actually, like, I love the feel of this. This is so smooth and it's so beautiful. And it's just absolutely creating one of the most, just beautiful stinking patina. Like, I just want to, like, don't you just kind of want to, like, squish it? It's so cute. That's how I feel. It's like, it's so cute. You just want to squeeze it. And so that's what I want to feel with this one. And I don't with this leather at all. So that's why I put it up for sale. I'm keeping the A6 size though for my daily planning. And I love it. I just love it. I never thought that I would love it. And then this is still going to be my home reference binder. It's better than an A5 size. I think A5 is just too big. I don't need an A5. But it is perfect for my family now. And I mean, back when I had kids and I was like homeschooling the kids, and sometimes they would go to different schools and then they'd be homeschooled. So it was a lot of back and forth. And I needed like a big binder for everything to keep records of everything. But, you know, I don't really need that anymore since it's just me and my husband. And my kids are like adults. I got my last one and she's my baby for another few more months, and then that's it. She's going to be my adult baby. So I don't really have a need to keep an A5 in rings because I feel like that's just too big. So this is what I have. This is my system, and I'm liking it, and it's working for me, and I'm content with it, and I'm not looking for the next change. And when I see Instagram posts about how cute their little stuff is, I'm like, yay, good for you. I love my stuff too. And it doesn't make me be like, oh, I want this, or oh, I want to, you know, I want to try this. I've tried them all. I have a lot of leathers that I can go to from time to time if I'm flying out and I want to make a memory book with my granddaughter. I'll bring my little pocket size and I'll journal in it, and I'll put my wallet insert in here, and I'll take this and I'll put it on the plane. I'll put a pen in it, and it's like, this fits completely perfect in here. So you just put this and you put all your stuff in there, and then off you go. So I have everything. I don't need to jump to the next fix. I love this and it works for me. And so that's just a little update. Thank you guys for watching my channel, and thank you for subscribing and liking my content. And I will hopefully get this video up soon for the memory book. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.